Kettles, tea stirs. You here for hot tea? I wish I could sing. Hey y'all, you here for hot tea? All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let me go ahead and get my little banner up, y'all. It's a lot of stuff going on, okay? Hopefully I'll have my car fixed. Hopefully I'll have my car fixed by next week, y'all. It depends on the man. So things are moving forward. My family wasn't really affected by the hurricane, but thank you to everybody that was reaching out to us. Like, yes, we got a lot of wind and a lot of rain or whatever, but they weren't really affected by the hurricane like everybody else was. And I just want to give y'all like a little something. Like in Florida, and obviously this is not for everybody, but this is just in the area that we're from, that my grandma and my family live in. And the area that we're from, all the black people, they used to live on the sides where all the beaches and the waters, and they used to live in those areas. But gentrification and, all of these deplorable things happen over time. And it's crazy because they pushed all of the black people out of their homes and out of the areas that they have normally resided in. And so typically when hurricanes happen, talking about in the area that I'm from, that I grew up in, the hurricanes don't necessarily hit those areas like that. Like it's hard to explain. So basically they basically moved all of the black people out of those areas, pushed them into areas that weren't red zones. So, and they propped up all of these, multi-million-dollar homes, these million-dollar homes in all these areas or whatever. So again, typically when hurricanes happen, those areas that my family grew up in and are from, they are not affected as much because I just don't know how to explain it, but they're not prone to flooding and all of that because they're not, I just don't know how to explain it, but because they are close to the water, but not as close to the water, it's just really hard to explain. But thank you to everybody that reached out to me. I really appreciate all of y'all. Thank you to everybody that wanted to send me cash apps after they found out what happened to my car. Because y'all don't have to do stuff like that. I really appreciate it. I be wanting to, give y'all updates on my life and stuff and what's going on, because I be telling y'all that I'm going to go live and then I don't end up going live, or I be telling y'all that I'm going to drop a video or, post this video and I don't end up doing it. So when I get back on, I be wanting to give y'all updates on what's been going on, why I haven't did this, that, and the third. So shout out to everybody that just, reached out to me, was praying for me, etc. I wasn't hurt or anything like that. I was just really bummed out because I had just bought this car literally not like 2 weeks ago, not even a whole 3 weeks, and then the car had got messed up, and I just wanted to, and I posted a picture over on my Instagram so y'all could see what it looked like. It wasn't like, major catastrophic damage. Is stuff that could be fixed. So shouts out to everybody that just always are supportive and pour into me in positive ways, because I really, really do appreciate it. Yeah, they are more inland than close to the water. Yes. I'm from Polk County and we live in Orange County, Orlando. Yeah. And I heard Port St. Lucie flooded. I seen parts of Tampa that flooded. And I do have older, like my great aunts or whatnot, they go out to visit Tampa often because they have grands that are in Tampa. But for the most part, like, I don't really know anybody that's in Tampa, so I haven't gotten, any updates on that, because they had been back from Tampa since then. I missed what happened to your car. Glad you're okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, this big ass fucking, I don't know, oh, I'm so mad, but this big rock fell on top of the hood of my car, and it put a big dent in the hood of my car, and it cracked my windshield. So yeah, but anyways, y'all, we are here to talk about all of the drama that's been going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I always tell y'all this because it's true. It's always so hard to keep up with everything that's going on in the Love and Marriage Huntsville streets, because these people, they just always doing stuff like, oh my gosh, like, can we have a break? Can we have a break, please? Like, we're tired, all right? But I just posted a video, and if y'all haven't checked it out, definitely check it out after this video. But basically, the new cast photo is out, and that's what I want to talk about in this video as well. They dropped the new cast photo, and it looks like Nostradamus and Courtney are not on the cast photo. And to me, I mean, I guess it's not really interesting, other than, you know, Nostradamus has finally panned out to be truthful in something that she said out her mouth, because she's been hinting to she's been hinting to oh, she's leaving the show, etc. And a lot of people have been saying, oh, she's just doing that for attention, publicity. I'm one of those people that felt like that. You know, she just say anything for attention. But it looks like they dropped the cast photos and she's not on it. I'm finna drop it on here really quick for y'all to see. And I want y'all to tell me how y'all feel about it in the comment section. I'm sure a lot of y'all feel no ways. I'm actually, okay, girl, good, right? But one of the things that always aggravate me is the fact that the producers, the production, Carlos King, ain't nobody listening, which is why it looks like the show is turning into a flop and it's literally going downhill, because they just refuse to listen to any of the people and what people are asking for. And I think that's ultimately what's frustrating. Okay, so I clipped Nostradamus and her husband over on the side. That was their old photo. That was a part of the old cast photo. Love and Marriage Huntsville just dropped this cast photo, and you got Dusty Dan, Trash Can Stan, you have Mel's baby mama, you have Marceau and Thick Tongue, or Thick Titty Marceau and Thick Tongue. You have the star of the show, Melody. You got Libido the Mule and her dog. And then you have Trish and Ken, okay? I don't see the Fletchers, and I thought that was interesting. And a lot of people have been alluding to the Fletchers getting a spinoff. Y'all like the video. Y'all make sure y'all like the video as you in here. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for joining. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try my best to read some of y'all comments, because I know a lot of times I be rambling and it'd be hard for us to really communicate because I be missing a lot of the comments. So I'm going to try to read as much of y'all comments as possible. But the Fletchers, they're not on here. And a lot of people have been alluding to the Fletchers possibly getting the spinoff. So I think that's interesting. What I also think is interesting, and maybe I'm tripping, but Letitia, isn't this the outfit that Letitia had in her first picture? Oh no. She had a sparkly, shimmery dress. But yeah, so I mean, Mel always looks good. I love this dress. We spoke about her doing a new cast picture a while ago. I think, I think a month or so ago. So I love Mel's dress. I'm not a fan of Letitia's dress. I don't know. It has potential, but not on her. I don't know. It's always something with Letitia. I think it's the makeup. I don't know why her makeup is so dark. I don't know. Dusty Dan, Trash Can Stan, her outfit looks nice. Mel's baby mama, I have no words for him. The dog and Libido, they look throwed. Okay, I'm just not interested. I mean, she just never. I'm not gonna say never. I don't know. Kimmy just don't have looks to me. And Trish, I actually like her outfit, and I like Ken's outfit. Y'all get in the comment section and y'all let me know what y'all think. Somebody asked, where's Sunny? Sunny isn't in the cast photo, and that's another thing that that's weird to me. I don't know how Sunny allowed these people to have all of this say-so over what it is that she can and cannot say, because it doesn't look like she's a full-time cast member. So yeah, I don't know where Sunny Minx is. It don't look like she's going to be featured in the cast photo shoot. I just, when it comes to the Sunny Minx situation, I really think Sunny Minx really got herself played, or she played herself. And here's why. As you can see, she's not in the cast photo. So you're not a main cast member. You don't even get glam, hair, makeup, and be able to put together a professional look for the show that you're on. Yet you're sharing all of this information with them. And by all of this information, mainly just your marriage. You're willing to share information with them about your marriage. And you're willing to, or they get to dictate what you can and can't share about the person that they are clearly aligned with. Because in my opinion, the production seemingly is on Dusty Dan Trash Can Stan side. If Dusty Dan Trash Can Stan can be seeing all of these things about Sunny Minx on social media, but the minute Sunny Minx want to respond, production calling her and telling her to keep her mouth closed. Like, how does that line up, or how does that add up, right? There's a lot of people talking about the rumor of Dusty Dan Trash Can Stan potentially having 3 potential baby daddies at the time of her son being born. And it brings me back to that one time she was going back and forth with Sunny Minx, and she was like, and Sunny Minx had threatened to reveal why her and LeBaric are not on good terms. And Dusty Dan Trash Can Stan was like, children are involved. You trying to bring children involved. And it's like, girl, you always want to talk up. You always want people to have empathy for you and show you grace, but you never show anybody else grace. You're talking about their children involved when you literally be doing weird ass shit to try to get back at Mel and use her children to do it, i.e. pulling up to one of her children's sporting events, being petty to Mel's mama. Like, get a fucking life, you weird ass girl. And I don't know why they got this girl on this show. She does not add any value or bring anything to the show. I'm finna give y'all a full cast breakdown because production, if y'all actually want to listen and hear, people and the constructive criticism, this is something, okay? So clip it to this timestamp. When it comes to Dusty Dan should not be on the show, or she should at the very least be a friend of the show. So just like we don't get pictures of Sunny Minx, we shouldn't be getting pictures of Dusty Dan Trash Can Stan. Why? There's not any story that the producers have been able to finish with her. Realistically, the producers haven't been able to finish any of the cast storylines or tie any of the storylines together, but we're going to talk about that in the, separately. Right now, we just talking about Dusty Dan Trash Can Stan and her storyline, and how she, if you want her on the show so bad and you want to be able to pull these views from whatever her and Sunny Minx got going on, which at this point no longer matters because Moses is in jail and he won't even be able to be filmed. So she should be a friend of the show. So she should be Letitia friend, since y'all want to keep one of the Scotts on so bad. And Sunny Minx should, come on as friend of the show, or she should come on with Moses. Her storyline and her story plot should be, her and Moses. They're married now. Dusty Dan Trash Can Stan is not married. And also Sunny Minx have more of a story and have more business going on for herself, to where even if she is able to talk about, okay, well, right now my husband is in prison, but this is what I do to maintain our businesses or whatever, she still have properties and shit going on for herself, to where she would actually be fitting for this type of show, considering it's about love and marriage, and then being in Huntsville and properties, successful Black businesses, people, etc. Right? That's my thought process on it. Dusty Dan don't have anything going on. We don't know anything with her and LeBaric. She never gave us any closing with her and LeBaric. We never get any clips or understanding or clippings of her as a mother. We don't even know who she is as a mother. We can't even empathize with her as women and view her from the lenses of a mother, because the producers don't even film that aspect of her life, nor do I think they can. can film that. So if they can't film any of the things that would create a show and a story, why would she be on here? Why are y'all wasting money? And why are y'all filming her? I just don't understand. When it comes to Mel's baby mama has been convicted of DV, harassing communications. I think people should take his threats more seriously, his threatening behavior more seriously, rather than promote him and give him a show and give him more story time, more story. More. What am I trying to say? Get screen time. Instead of giving him more screen time with this story of him harassing his ex-wife, I think you should set the tone and remove him off the show. Also give a very thought out, message about DV, domestic violence, DV, I'm sorry. And also, because if y'all was willing to do something like that when Letitia got a drink thrown in her face by another woman, because I really don't care about two women battling. Let's be real. I'm just going to be so honest, right? And speaking of that, I don't like when men be like, oh, well, women sit around and call each other bitches all day. How women battle has nothing to do with a man intervening in two women battling. If I want to call another woman a bitch, that's my prerogative, right? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's necessarily wrong. But if a man want to step in and call another woman the B word, I mean, duh. There's boundaries, right? There's differences. My confrontation with a woman is different than a man confrontation with a woman. And I just wanted to speak on that, because I don't like how people be like, oh, black women sit around and bash each other all day. No, I think black women sit around and hold each other accountable all day, which is what black men need to do, rather than being in black women's business all the damn time. But that was literally besides the point, because they always want to compare how they get to have confrontations with us because of the way we confront one another, when realistically you shouldn't be worried about how women confront one another, and worry about how you confront other men. So when it comes to Mel's baby mama, I genuinely believe Mel's baby mama should not be rewarded, and they should set the tone. And he should be off the show. They should have plastered some DV awareness quotes somewhere. They should have filmed him, I guess, getting arrested or whatever he had to say in the aftermath and the lies that he sat down and had with his mammy that one time, and then let that be the closing of that. Because you want to support women, and not just women in general, but you want to support healthy marriages and healthy dynamics in general. And Martell is not a person that he's not a healthy person. That's clear. And the fact that they keep plastering him on the screen when he clearly has mental issues is aggravating. When it comes to Thick Tongue Letitia and Fat Titty Marceau, I believe that if they're going to keep a Scott on the show, it has to be these two. I don't necessarily feel like they deserve a place on this show any longer, considering they don't want to be transparent or actually add any value to the show. It seems like they want to hide behind everybody else's controversies and never face their own controversies. And it's very hard to watch Letitia be so bitter and miserable and jealous spirited and have so much envy toward another woman that don't even pay her any attention, that try to uplift her. It's hard to watch that type of bitterness within Letitia while seeing Marceau be so lighthearted and funny, because Marceau would get ahead of his controversies, in my opinion, but he don't have the matching. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I just don't feel like his wife matches his wit and his personality per se. If Marceau had more of a stronger wife, to where she isn't insecure and can jump ahead of her controversies while also holding him accountable, holding herself accountable, and being a full, well-rounded woman. Because that's some of the issues that I have with Letitia. She's just not a well-rounded woman. Every single time I look at Letitia, she is of a very childlike view. Like, I see her in a very childlike view. Although I'm 27, I know for a fact if I was to have a conversation with Letitia, even though this is a person with an MBA and she's a college educated woman, because I'm not saying she didn't go to school or any of these things. I'm just saying, like, she's just not a well-rounded woman to where, you know, you can sit down and have a multitude of conversations with her, or multiple conversations with her. She's not the type of woman that can be uplifting, in my opinion, or encouraging. She isn't. She's also very draining and high maintenance, in a sense of, cause pause, high maintenance isn't a bad thing, right? Because I view male as high maintenance. I mean high maintenance as far as you have to always cater to her insecurities. And to me, that type of woman is never well-rounded. And it's also annoying to hear her talk. Letitia, I've never heard her actually produce any type of conversation that was productive in or proactive that she didn't hear or piggyback off of someone else. I've never seen her be accountable for any of the things that she's caused, and that's a turnoff, right, to other well-rounded, decent women. I've never seen her actually like, she's a coward to me, right? She always have bass in her voice when she's with her husband or when she's with other people, but when she's actually addressing a conflict with the individual that she has the issue with head on, she's a stutterer. She's scary in a sense. She just doesn't have the confidence to be able to have these type of conversations, to be able to be witty and have and throw some education in there, and it's just never productive. You get what I'm saying? I just, like I said, as a 27-year-old woman, I feel like if I was to sit down and have a conversation with her, I would outrank her. There's not much she brings to any conversation, and that's just how I feel. We've never seen her produce anything. She's just man, she's very draining. And I say that to say Marceau seemingly is the type of person, he runs so many laps around her. Ultimately, he's bored by her because she doesn't challenge him. Men like Marceau needs women to challenge them. That turns them on. They're attracted by that. And I can't say what turns him on, but I can clearly see that he's very turned off by his wife, no matter how much he try to fake it. Because there was a small little time frame in which people were calling him out so bad to where he started to try to fake more intimacy with his wife, but it's clear that didn't last forever. Like, you know, that one interview Letitia was doing with Carlos last year, and I think Marceau walked in and he was like, "What's up, baby? You look beautiful." Came in, kissed her on the lips. I mean, that was so new to so many of us, and it was just short time frame, right? That was something that he wasn't able to keep up because that's not a way that he really feel about her. Now, he'll try to correct himself because people are bringing awareness to it, but ultimately, that's a facade he couldn't keep up with. Hi, Chef Dun Dun. I don't know what Trish looking at, child. I don't know what she looking at. So when it comes to Letitia and Marceau, I mean, Marceau is entertaining to watch. Letitia is not a good player. She's not a good villain. She's not a good star. She's not a good medium. She's not a good neutral person. She's just not a good anything. So I feel like if they were to keep one Scott, it'd be Marcel and Letitia. And don't film so much of Letitia without Marcel, but Marcel can be filmed a lot more without Letitia because he is quite entertaining. And I know that might seem hard, but it's just the truth, right? We're trying to get this show back rolling, and I hope they can really listen to some advice. I know we may not been in this field or the producer realm, and y'all probably feel like we don't know shit, but I feel like we know what we want to watch with a show that we've invested a lot of our time in. Letitia is a waste of time. She's not a good game player. If people throw shade at her, she's so insecure she freezes up because she just had there's nothing behind the eyes and the ears. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to Mel, right, we want to see more of Mel. We didn't get a chance to see a lot more of her the way that we wanted to. And that might have been by choice by her because everybody was trying to attack the fan base. But we want to see more of Mel. We want to see what she's doing with 7th Avenue. We want to see what she's doing with property preservation because we've gotten a chance to see that, but we want to see more of it. You get what I'm saying? We want to see her with the kids, but we know what she's going through right now with Mel's baby mama, and we want them to still follow what she has to go through as a divorcee because that is a part of her story. She was once married, and I do believe if we're going to have a show about love and marriage Huntsville, and there were a couple that were once married and then divorced, I do believe we should get a full story of the divorced people. Not necessarily Martell any longer because of his conviction, but had he not gone through the pits of hell, then I believe he should have stayed on as well and given us a glimpse of co-parenting, him building himself up, his life with his mom and his kids, etc. But again, the conviction, he got to go. And as far as Mel, we should feel more of how she's coping, her therapy, healing from being divorced. And I don't care if people say, oh, well, it's been 3 years. She's tried to move on, but he won't allow it. So I do think she should still film those parts of her life because it still is it's very true. And it still very much exists. And again, she's a married woman, and to be transparent about the hardships of dealing with somebody like Martell as you divorce, I think a lot of women could relate to, and it's a story that should continue to be told because he keeps doing shit. If he wasn't doing shit and she was just making stuff up, then I could see why people would be mad. But if he continues to do stuff, that's a part of her fucking story. I don't know why people keep saying they're so sick and tired of Mel and Martell's storyline when Martell is the one that continues to perpetuate this nonsense. Okay, when it comes to Libido, the mule, and the dog, they shouldn't be on the show. They bring nothing. It's nothing I have to say. They shouldn't be here. I don't know why it boom. They shouldn't be here. When it comes to Ken and Trish, I think that because the Scotts gots to go, one of the Scotts gots to go, give Ken and Trish a chance. I mean, because they do have a storyline of their own, but Trish is very annoying. So, I mean, I think she's gonna have to get the ball rolling. Sunny Minks, I already said she should have a full-time position. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, please. Don't be a hating asshole. Y'all know I'm already stressed out because my car raggedy. Y'all know I already got a whole lot of stuff to do. I've just been on edge, okay? I'm willing to cuss every hoe out that's watching the content that's not liking the video. And no, I wouldn't know who you are, but I get to making up shit, okay? Because I would just assume that you just as ugly as a troll under a door bridge, which is why you would be sitting in my chat watching the video and not liking the video. Like, I'm just trying to understand what the problem is. But y'all make sure y'all like the video, okay? Because it's only 189 likes, but it's 300 something people up in the chat, okay? And okay, I know people are saying the YouTube street said the Scotts were getting a spinoff. Be fucking for real. And I'm not trying to be funny, but y'all, that don't even sound right. Why would the Scotts get a spinoff? We don't know nothing about them. There's nothing about them that's interesting. So I've heard that too, but I haven't really spoken on that much because I was just like, girl, y'all need to be for real. I just don't believe it, you know? So Trish can, okay, go. I would say give them one more season to be more interesting, and if they don't pick up their storyline from there and it bring more interest, then kick them off. I don't know why the Fletchers aren't on here. I feel like Love and Marriage Huntsville missed a prime opportunity to pick back up on the Fletchers, and this is why the show is probably going to hell, because instead of them picking up where what's interesting, what's valuable to the viewers, they keep trying to create artificial drama and chaos that nobody is actually asking for, because it's so much chaos within their real lives to where there's nothing that needs to be made up. So going back to the Fletchers, this season was so disappointing because last season the Fletchers family dynamic was so interesting. They didn't even get much time on the show, but they had so many people pulled in on YouTube. For the life of me, I cannot fathom why the fucking producers wouldn't zoom in or hone in more on the Fletcher's family life. It's absolutely asinine. It's like they're intentionally going out of their way to sabotage the show, because once the Fletchers got back on screen, we should have immediately been talking about Lexi. We should have immediately been talking about Chris. We should have immediately been talking about the rumors on social media. That's what people wanted to hear about. So it always aggravates me how the producers never finish any of the stories. If you go back to season 1, how they picked up season 2, how they picked up season 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, they never finished any of the plots. And I think that is also what made people so aggravated. It was also aggravating seeing Letitia be able to maneuver through all of these conflicts and controversies and never get held accountable. Never get held accountable. Not by any of the women, because their disdain for male was so high that there was never a matriarch to the group. That's what Kimmy was supposed to be, but Kimmy is clearly a sellout, so she was never a matriarch to the group. So when Nell came in, we felt like Nell would be able to be more of a matriarch to the group, and she quickly showed us that she can be a matriarch of the... I feel like Nell still could be the matriarch of the group, because she kind of pulls everybody cards, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I understand we kind of look at Nell sideways because she's Melody's friend, but ultimately, if you are a matriarch of any group, you're going to always try to communicate with everybody, because you think nothing is that deep, life too short. You know, you done lived your life. You done, had your friendships. You know people's personality. So typically the matriarch of the group always is trying to pull the ladies together and create resolve, which is why people love Karen from Potomac so much, and they can't really stand Giselle, because at their big grown age, although they can be petty and have their back and forth, Karen never takes it too far, and she always wants to pull everybody together and have some type of solution, versus Giselle. She's just very chaotic seemingly. She likes to keep up mess, very confrontational, and in my opinion, and I don't care what nobody says, it gives colorist. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. Her and Robin needs to be studied. Hi, Winter Woman Land. Yes, it's so important to anchor a show. I absolutely agree. And so we thought that was who Kimmy was going to be. She panned out to not be that. So that's what Nell Fletcher came in as, which is, again, why we were so disappointed that they didn't hone in more in who she was as a daycare owner, as a wife, as a mother, and hone in more in the family conflict, because all of us, whether we have a family dynamic that's just like it or not, we have family interactions and dynamics that are kind of similar to theirs. Not all of it and all of their personalities, but there was something about the Fletchers that we can all point out and say we have a connection to, or we can relate to. So that was a big disappointment about the Fletchers. And then when it comes to Nostradamus, I genuinely feel like Nostradamus missed the prime opportunity to just be neutral. She could have genuinely came in as Mel's friend like we seen her do. I just don't understand where the switch up came in from. And her biggest mistake was trying to align herself with an abuser, because she had an issue with Melody, taking back, or, pulling back from the show after the reunion, even though this is something that she was documented to always do, and then linked up with the person that was trying to take her kids from her. I think the biggest issue when it comes to Nostradamus is trying to play in people's face. If you are not friends with, or if you are building a friendship with the woman and the woman is acting funny, I don't care what anybody says. The next thing to do is to not link up with the person that is trying to take her kids from her. And despite what anybody try to say, there is a certain level of integrity and decency as a woman that you must carry, especially a woman that says she once wanted to be friends with, or was building a friendship with this woman. If this woman turns out to start being funny, or pulling back, if your next thought is to then link up with a man that is actively taking her to court for full custody of her kids, because that is what was going on at the time when Nostradamus created this beef with Melody, I look at you as less of a woman. And I'm always going to side eye you as a woman, because there are plenty of women in characters that I don't, per se align with on this show. But if they are ultimately good mothers, and these, because even though I don't like Letitia, as a, woman, I'm just being honest, because I don't necessarily know her, but I don't like her character and the things that she's showed so far. If Marceau was to try to, take her to court for full custody of her children, and this woman has displayed nothing but being a good, loving mother, despite my feelings of her personally, I would never co-sign that. That's nothing I could never truly engage with. Even when it came to Dusty Dan, y'all know me. And y'all don't know me, but y'all have watched my channel, and y'all know the stance that I take when it comes to certain men, and how they try to be charismatic, but behind the scenes be completely different. And I've always been very clear with how I felt about LeBaric, and it was just something about him taking Dusty Dan to court, or having her in and out of court, that just didn't sit right with me, even though we didn't necessarily know the full story at that time. Now we kind of have a full understanding of the story. And I'm not necessarily saying that he shouldn't hold her accountable for trying to or signing his name off, or putting his name on utility bills allegedly. But I think there's levels to it. You get what I'm saying? And y'all have never really seen me a lot like just root for LeBaric, because I still feel like, yeah, if okay, she put the the utility bill, hold her accountable, deal with that. But if she's not a good mother, don't be trying to take her kids from her. I mean, if she's not a bad mother, don't be trying to take her kids from her. That's how I've always looked at the story. So to me, Nostradamus would never escape that, right? She would never escape that, because after that, we've seen her have all of this vitriol toward this woman that was battling this man. And I just, for the life of me, was so taken back at how could you not have any empathy for her, or how could you not see why she wouldn't want to hang out with anybody that is trying to align themselves with him, considering the stuff that she's going through. Like, and so for me, I was just being a realist. Even though people was trying to say we don't like Stormy just because she don't like Melody, that was never the case. It was, you don't have to like her, but how do you look as a woman when you then align yourself with a person that is trying to malign her and take her kids from her for no reason? Who are you as a woman, and how does that look on you as a woman? And again, those were things that she never wanted to be honest and transparent about, because her intent from the start was never good, and she, in my opinion, had always plotted on her. So to me, Nostradamus was just, she was just wrong from the start. And her wanting to be off the show now, I mean, good, you should run. And it's obvious, because you don't want to be accountable for your role, and the role that you played in this entire thing. Because although Nostradamus came in for a short amount of time, she definitely stirred up a lot of stuff. She stirred up a lot of stuff, from Kiki to the AL, from Mel to Martell, from Carlos to Mel, from her mama to Mel, from her mama to Carlos, from Dusty Dan to Mel, from Letitia to Mel, from Kimmy Letitia to Mel. Like, she stirred up a lot of stuff, which is what my next debunction video is going to be. I'm going to basically throw all of it in there, because we never actually got any answers to all of this chaos that she started. Not to mention, she claims to be friends with Dusty Dan, Trash Can Stan, but still linked up with the blogger that apparently violated not only Dusty Dan's boundaries, but Mel's boundaries. I just think the double standard, it's just clear as day. It's clear as day. That's all I'm saying. It's clear as day. And so when the entire cast used this season to completely try to malign the mellometers, it was just very distasteful, disingenuous, and you just really had to look at them all like there's clearly a plot and an agenda to not be truthful and forthcoming about what's really going on. And you just got to ask yourself, why? Why is it that y'all would be more upset with the people that are trying to bring awareness to these problems and these behaviors versus the person that's actually doing it? Every last person on this cast, including the producers, it seems to me, took more issue with the fan base for calling out Martell's behavior and all of the fake and phoniness versus the actual people. Like, they were more upset with us because we could see clearly through the storylines versus fixing the storylines and making more of a real, authentic story and being truthful and honest and transparent. They were more upset with us for wanting to black out a show for them continuing to display Mel's baby mama than actually having some problem solving skills and showing some type of unity and resolve and respect for women. And so again, I feel like they all pretty much dropped the ball, and it's completely and solely on them. In all of this, oh, well, you could have your opinion, but, you shouldn't have to express it in this way. I feel like, stop trying to monitor how people feel like they want to hold your ass accountable, considering you're the one doing the fucking actions. Why are we, it's always Let's talk about how we are holding these people accountable versus dealing with the people that's actually creating the problems. It's pretty much all obvious. Speaking of what's obvious, is Carlos King going on his platform and speaking about Melody in the sense of, oh, me and Melody, we don't have any problems. Me and Melody, we're on the same page. We're cool. I've never said anything bad about Melody. Y'all have to pay attention to that type of stuff because, like I said in the video that I made, we never said that you actually did anything to Mel. You understand? It's about wordplay. Manipulative people, if you don't pay attention, they're going to try to get you based on the words. So he's going to say, I don't have a problem with Mel. He's like, Carlos King is the type of manipulative person to where he's basically saying he don't have a problem with her. Whether Mel got a problem with him for supporting her abuser or not, that's on her. But I've never said anything bad about her, and I don't have a problem with her, which would insinuate that Mel has a problem with him because of the words that he used toward her. And that was never the issue. The issue was always how you choose to support her and the things that you choose to support, the things that you choose to call out, and the things that you choose to stay silent on. To us, that's very clear, right? Because when the things were going on with Mel and her baby mama, you were very, 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 very quiet with that, right? But when when the cast were trying to call out the Mellometers for calling out their bad behaviors, you were very loud with that. In fact, you were more loud about how we felt about Mel's baby mama working while being convicted versus him. Like, I remember you took to your platform and you was like, oh, y'all calling people jobs and calling this, that, and the third. You were really mad that people didn't want Miguel to work with Mel's baby mama and do the suit thing. You were really upset that people were calling to get Mel's baby mama off of that panel. You actually held his hand and did an entire tour to promote, or you did an entire tour to sit down and promote Martell after Horion came out and said that he was the one that tried to get her to release the revenge P. Like, he needed her help. They sat down, they watched it together. She showed her sister. After that, do you think we forgot? You literally took him on Dish. You took him on what's that other one? You took him on 3 different shows to do interviews, like an interview tour after that. To us, that shows a clear allegiance. That shows a clear allegiance. So if Mel have a problem with you because of the allegiance that you've shown toward her abuser, that's what we've all been talking about. Not because of anything that you may have said, because I feel like you know better. How about that? Yeah, because I feel like, Carlos, you know better. I feel like you know better than to get on your platform and say anything ill toward Melody, which is why you would sit up there and you would allow Heavenly to do it and you would just laugh behind it. We've seen you allow Martell to come on your platform and spill all of these lies about Melody, and you never say anything to challenge him. A good interviewer would ask multiple questions after a person answers, especially knowing all of the rumors circulating. But you didn't do that. You sat on your platform and you allowed Martell to lie on multiple interviews, and you never challenged him. Yet we see you challenging other people on other interviews. So it's a clear allegiance. In the wordplay, this is why you don't like the Mellometers, because we understand you want people to be dumb like Kane's fan base. No shade, right? Because at the end of the day, there you do have to have a level of ignorant people that'll just follow anything. And because you don't have that group of people, that's why y'all so bothered. Y'all want us to just follow any stupid fucking storylines and think that we're not supposed to say anything. Which is why Marcel would sit up and have a conversation with Cliff and say, oh, the people that Cliff straight up said, the people can see right through fakeness. Marcel gonna say, no, they can't, no, they can't. But yet get called out every season for his fakery and then try to sit up on the platform and say we're lying for calling him out just to get on the season to prove that we were actually telling the truth. It's all so chaotic and so ridiculous. And since we talk, oh my gosh, my cat, y'all. Oh my gosh, my cat.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people.
Throwing up, y'all. I gotta clean this up. Y'all. Girl, these damn cats, like, she really be pissing me off. She literally will sit there and stuff herself until she get full as all outdoors and then start throwing up. I'm so aggravated, y'all. I'm so aggravated. So y'all could just give me 3 minutes and I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts because I want to talk about Shanita. So y'all give me 3 minutes, okay? 3 or 5 minutes. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm back. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Um. Um. Oh my gosh, y'all! She done came and jumped on my damn keypad. Get your ass down. Okay, come on, y'all. Not come on, y'all. Come here, girl. This a badass cat. Okay, that's all I got to say. This a badass cat. You done? Okay. Um. My bad, y'all. Okay, hairball meds. It wasn't a hairball, y'all. It wasn't a hairball. She might be hot. I don't know. I typically keep my AC on like I like it real cold in my house, like 67. But this morning I had woke up and I had turned the AC off. So yeah, you're right. She probably is over hot. She probably is like hot, overheated. Um But yes, she fine now, y'all. She's okay. Now she heard me say Carla's name. Okay, now let's talk about the Shanita thing. Here for Hot Tea ain't playing with us, LOL. Sis got a whole production set up. I see you, sis. I know that's right. But yes. Oh, and y'all make sure I'm finna be dropping what today? I'm finna be dropping my Christmas mugs, okay? I'm finna be dropping my Christmas mugs, y'all. So y'all get ready. I'm finna be dropping my Christmas mugs. I'm only doing 50. I'm only doing 50. So if you want a mug, now is the time to get them. I'm dropping my Christmas mugs. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know, but it's been it's like a port strike or something like that. But things have been on the way. I'm dropping them soon. I hope y'all ready to support me. I'm so ready for the Christmas mugs, y'all, because I got my 2 samples and I love them so bad. I love them so bad. My favorite one is the red one. The green one is really cute as well. I might start posting pictures of it on Instagram. But I don't know, like I have this plan to start doing like my Christmas pictures for my mugs in November. I don't know why, like the middle of November, gearing up for Christmas. I don't know why, but y'all let me know. Yeah, she's okay. She back jumping on all my shit now. Okay, so as far as Carlo King go and Shanita, because I want to talk about this really quick, specifically because it just is interesting to me that this is going on. And I know a lot of people were in my comment section saying that, oh, I think he's talking about Candy. I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't think he's talking about Candy. I don't think he's talking about Candy. Candy was not at a gospel thing the day that he was talking about. He said yesterday from the day that he posted that. And it looked like Shanita was there. Somebody also said that they thought that he was talking about, dang, what's her name? One of the basketball wives. But no, it wasn't, in my opinion, a basketball wife. I think that he was talking about Shanita. And at this point, I don't know if Shanita is going to come out and say anything about it. But what I will say is, when it comes to Shanita, I just look at her now more so as like somebody that kind of just go with the wind in a sense, because I'm not necessarily saying that she has said or did anything wrong thus far, but it's one of those things where you have to stand for something or you will fall for anything. You get what I'm saying? And I think my thing is, are you a how to explain it? Are you this positive, forward thinking person like you map yourself out to be, or are you trying to figure out your journey? You get what I'm saying? And she strikes me as somebody that is trying to manifest an overly positive character trait. You get what I'm saying? Because, like I said in one of my earlier videos, if your intentions is to just stay positive, pray for my tail, etc., why would your response be to attack other people? You know what I'm saying? To me that thought process kind of, I think it showed her hand ultimately. And then it's the back and back and back, it's the multiple videos as well. In one breath you're saying like, oh, I don't like the limelight, and the next breath you dropping multiple videos, and the people that this is about haven't even made videos about what you're talking about, you know? And what was the ultimate kind of like raise my eyebrows was when ultimately what raised my eyebrows was how she basically was saying like she can give people YouTube classes and, you know, all of this stuff. I kind of it was basically like, what is this? How is it that we are always getting attacked for asking questions, which can be good questions, holding people accountable, and being and like I just don't understand how she jumped into this defense mode if she wasn't already with a certain mindset. That's how I look at it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll give y'all an example. Even when it comes down to me, sometimes I really have to go back and, you know, apologize to certain people or pay attention to how I'm reading things or how things are coming across to me, because I deal with trolls so often. Sometimes I might read something as if it's somebody trolling me when this person is genuinely not trolling me. But because I'm in the mindset of I got to be on guard in these comment sections or in this comment section, I might misinterpret something. And instead of Shanita coming from the lens of, okay, well, maybe I misinterpret the vibes that we was on. You know, I'ma just pray for him, but I understand y'all. You know, it's just for her to immediately, you know, come to the stance of wanting to attack. It was just very red flaggish. You know what I'm saying? Because why do you have that position with so many people that have been going out of their way to try to get to know you and support you? You get what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean, hey, trending. But yeah, y'all, I've been on here for an hour. That's pretty much all I got now, child. I ain't got nothing else other than, Moses going to jail for, he going to jail for 11 months. And Sunny Means, girl, if you pregnant, this just one of them things. See, you sat up here and you try to flaunt this man around like he was a prize. That's why I be telling y'all, a man is not a prize. If y'all would get that in through y'all thick ass skulls, everybody would be perfectly fine. Dusty Dan now sat up here looking desperate, crazy as hell, fighting for a man that's literally finna be spending 11 months in jail that married another woman. What's her name, tried to flaunt this man all over, you know, Huntsville or whatever, just for him to be in jail for 11 months. Like, I just don't understand these people's thought process. Look up the company she works for. Who we talking about? Anyways, y'all, I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here, child. I'm gonna try to go. I had watched Millie Chun earlier today. She was doing her. I watched Millie Chun earlier today, and she was doing her makeup on live, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do my makeup on live and just talk So that's what I'm gonna do today over on my vlogging channel. Um, so at like 5:30 either today. Hey, stop! Y'all talking about check the cat? She fucking fine. Getting on my nerve already. But on my vlogging channel, either today at 5:30 or tomorrow at 5:30, I'm gonna go live over there and I'm gonna do my makeup and I'm gonna give y'all my live reaction of Melody's of her oils, because y'all know I got the oils. I did a vlog video about it, but I'm so mad that my car got messed up. I said I wasn't gonna post that vlog with me getting my new car, but I'll post it anyways and just, you know, keep y'all up to date. And I'll post everything. I'm gonna post the vlog of me getting the new car. I'm gonna post the vlog of me when I got back from Florida, me you know, showing y'all what the car looked like. I'm gonna show y'all me getting the car fixed and all that crap. I'm gonna just show the whole shebang bang, because I really, you know, am so fucking annoyed. In the vlogging video that I'm gonna show y'all, I showed y'all my old car and my new car. I literally showed y'all the only reason that I got the fucking black car was because the white car was having problems. I'm so annoyed, y'all. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed, but it's okay because I'm gonna just get the car fixed, and it's just a material thing, and I'm gonna just move on and just keep doing me. But yeah, y'all, get in the comment section what y'all think. Do y'all think I should go live over on my vlogging channel and talk about the 7th Avenue oils today at 5:30 or tomorrow at 5:30? Well, actually today at 6:30 or tomorrow at 6:30. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Why is Lightbulb Head, Maurice, and my man Kimmy still on the show? Right. They so boring, they bring nothing. Moses should have gotten permission and would have been granted. He slept. Right. I don't know why he wouldn't get permission. I really think it's completely stupid. It's really dumb. Like, and even Sonny, like, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, it's really dumb when you think about it. Like, now you got to spend 11 months in jail for something stupid. And granted, we've all been there to where we've done stupid things. But how old is Moses? You like 40 something years old. If you got to report, you got to report. As far as Sonny go, girl, you marrying a man that can't even get a credit card is crazy to me. Like, that's just crazy to me. I've been in my home for 14 years, but I have to dumb myself down so I don't end up in jail, girl. Yeah. If she's pregnant, she needs to quit the show. Yeah. Look up the company she worked for. Oh, wait. All right, we already looked at that. Whenever I'm there, Bunny. Okay. Somebody said, what's my vlog channel? I have it pinned in the comment section, y'all. If y'all click that pinned section, I have it pinned there. I had did a Zulu haul in a review. But if you click that video gonna come up, but you could subscribe to that channel. That's the channel. It says, look at Destiny Hand. She took that pic in her living room, child. Girl. Right. Because Destiny don't got the budget, girl. Neither one of you tried to do it at 6 if you want. Well, neither one. If you try to do it at 6, if you not, do it tomorrow at 5. Okay. I think she should have said, pray for Mel, if anything. Right, pray for Mel. Why the fuck would we be praying for Martell? That's some of that weird undertone that I just don't understand. You mad at us, and you first of all, you didn't even have to say that, but you said that. You could have said pray for your friend, right? She the one that keep getting drugged to court for frivolous nonsense. But you talking about you want us to pray for Martell, but you getting mad because we don't want to. You could have said anything. Destiny doesn't even look like herself, right? She looked like she got one of them photo editing things on. All right, y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go live over on my other channel, and I'm gonna talk about Mills oils, give y'all my first impression and everything. So I hope I see y'all over there. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so y'all.
It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Damn. It's a whole lot of money